Hey guys, I am super excited to bring you this combo because the last combo tutorial that I brought you was a pseudo one card combo. You needed Armageddon Knight and another monster. This particular combo only needs Armageddon Knight, and so super excited to get into it. So let's go ahead and do that. Now it isn't an FTK, and keep in mind that this does not use Firewall Dragon. You'll see where it goes into in the end, but let's just get right into it. So, just like any good combo nowadays, we're going to start with Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight's going to send his best friend Mally to the graveyard, who's going to banish himself to summon another one. Just like any of the other big combos nowadays, they are going to bring out Issel, whose effect is then going to go ahead and put the 4 equips into the graveyard. Now this is super familiar, should be familiar to everybody. So you're going to bring out Armageddon Knight, whose effect is going to put the cloak into the graveyard. You're going to use the Malicious that's in the graveyard to go ahead and bring out another Malicious. I like to put it over in this zone here. You're going to then use these guys to go into Summon Sorceress. Summon Sorceress is going to target Armageddon Knight and special summon another cloak from deck. It doesn't, at this point, it really doesn't matter which one it is, as long as it's a level 3, because we're going to use the cloak in graveyard. The cloak is going to go ahead and search Boots, who's going to special summon himself, and then going to go ahead and overlay these guys into Levier. Now this is, I mean, it really feels like the same combo as before, but it's going to be just a little bit different. We'll get into that. So at this point in the combo, you're going to banish a warrior plus your Armageddon Knight to add your Divine Sword to your hand. Doesn't matter what the other warrior is. You're then going to go ahead and use Levier to detach a material. Discard Silent Boots here, and then you're going to special summon the Armageddon Knight. Now this is probably the most important step that you do not want to miss. This Armageddon Knight is going to send Destrudo to the graveyard. We're going to get why that's important later, but at this point you're going to go ahead and use it doesn't matter what you use. I use Levier and Summon Sorceress because it looks funny to go into Space Insulator. And the reason that I do Space Insulator is because it's a Dark Link too, because you're going to use that to go into Bardiche. Now, at this point, Bardiche is going to use his effect. He's going to send Gloves to the graveyard. Gloves specifically. He's going to set a Fog Blade. You're then going to go ahead and use Boots in the graveyard, because you haven't used Boots yet, and Boots is going to add Brigandine to hand. Now, you're going to activate Brigandine. He's going to special summon himself, and then use your Ragged Gloves to go ahead and send Fog Blade from deck to graveyard. Fog Blade is then going to banish itself. It's going to special summon Cloak. Now at this point, you have 2 level 4 warriors and a level 3. Well, how are you going to get that other level 3? Well, you use the fact that you have a level 4 on the field for Destrudo. It's 7 minus 4 is 3. So Destrudo summons itself. You can now overlay these guys into, and I apologize for this, but number 75, the Bamboozle something Nabajiggy. I don't know the full name of it, but you really don't need to. You're then going to go ahead and overlay Armageddon Knight, Brigandine, into number 86. Use Bamboozle's effect to go ahead, and now you have not only a Fog Blade face down, but your opponent can't normal or special summon monsters. And once per turn, you can destroy all of their cards. This card is unaffected by card effects. I mean, it's technically not an FTK, but landing on something like this is fantastic, especially when it's a single card. One card, not 1.5, nothing like that. If you want a close-up of this card's effect, there you go. Ooh. So, fantastic combo. The cool part about this is that it uses way less cards than the previous FTK combo. The downside to this is that it's technically not an FTK, so it's really good, it's really strong, and if you have the ability to do it, I recommend doing it. Like if you have space, you can just throw all these cards that you see on your screen into your deck, and there you go. The build that I have is 46 cards. I'm gonna cut it down to 45. I'll probably do a deck profile on that later once I kind of work out the ratios to exactly what I want them to be. But if you have any questions about this combo, let me know. If you have any ways that you think I could be improving this combo, then let me know. I understand that starting the same way can basically get you the FTK, but the FTK, if you saw my other videos, the FTK requires one other card. So I'm gonna stop talking, and if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Any comments, just leave them. I can generally get to everybody. I'm not that big of a channel yet, but we're gonna get there. So thank you very much. Bye.